Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. I'm back to do a new showcase for the guys at the IndieGems, and this time we're checking out Inside the Crystal Mountain. This game is the breakout title by small developer IndieGems. Inside the Crystal Mountain is a post-apocalyptic Souls-like, and as you know, I'm a big fan of Souls games. I played them all. From Dark Souls to Sekiro and more recently Elden Ring, but it's the indie Souls-like scene that's really captured my interest. So when I heard about Inside the Crystal Mountain, I was very interested. Now don't let this game's minimalistic colour palette and design fool you, it's hard. It's hard as nails. And even after spending significant time in the game, I still haven't finished it. So, we're going to check out the campaign. I'm going to show you my progress so far as we venture inside the Crystal Mountain. Welcome to the Crystal Mountain. Now this game does have a bit of a story, but you're going to have to find it out by talking to the various NPCs within the world, exploring and learning about why we're here. But our primary focus of this video is to defeat the game's second boss. Now, I have been playing this game for a very long time, and I have gotten a fair few upgrades. I've even managed to defeat the game's first boss, and that was quite a fight. As a result, we've now got all of the enemies in the game faster and more aggressive. Now, I managed to fight my way to the second of the three bosses in the game, but oh boy, that was one hell of a fight. So today, we're going to try and see if I can reach the boss and defeat him. Now, yeah, this is going to be an interesting experience because he's been smoking me pretty hard. Even with all of these fancy abilities I've got, it's been a tough fight. He's quite tough, and he's surrounded by bodyguards. So we're going to need to be pretty careful here. Now I've found a nice shortcut in true Dark Souls fashion, so we can get there pretty quick. But half the battle is getting there in one piece. I've already taken a hit. So you've got a couple of different abilities in the game. You can earn these by defeating the various enemies, exploring the Crystal Mountain, and over time you'll manage to get some more abilities and more healing charges, but at the moment I can only heal myself twice, so basically everything in the game kills me in 2 hits at this difficulty. That means that I have a very limited window to be able to defeat the enemies in the game. I'm going to have to be very careful. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to beat the boss, but we're going to give it a really good crack in this episode. And it'll probably be a future one where I'll come back and take out the third boss in the game. But you know, in terms of difficulty, this game is in the upper tier of Souls-likes. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one being that you're limited at the start of the game to 0 healing charges. So it's not like a Dark Souls game where you get an Estus flask or Bloodborne, where you can just buy yourself some blood. This game has no healing, and if you want to heal yourself, you're going to have to find the ability, and you're going to have to find the batteries that will give you the extra charges so you can heal yourself more than once. Now, the game has an interesting combat style in the game. When you strike an enemy, you will earn yourself a charge, and you can use those charges to fire off some of the abilities that I'm using here. You want to try and not get hit too. That was a shameful display from me. The game loves its shortcuts, and you want to get used to these real quick if you don't want to be fighting bosses with 0 health. There aren't any campfires in the game, blood or lanterns. There's no hunter's dream. You know, there's pretty much fight until you die and to get up and do it again. But it's not an especially long game, so you are going to be restarting a fair bit. But unlike similar games, there's not much of a penalty for dying, so it's not like you've got a currency that you'll lose on death. You don't lose your upgrades when you die. In fact, once you find an upgrade, it's yours to keep forever. So that's something. But let's go check this boss out, because this is what we're here for today. And let me tell you, this guy's one tough customer. He's been absolutely smoking me, and I don't know if I'll even... You know, I've hit him with everything I've got, and he's just laughing at me. Look at this. Look at his health bar. Now, I've got a couple of different abilities. My trusty laser guns is putting in work. Oh no, oh the squares, the black squares of doom. So certain attacks will kill, I mean most attacks kill me in 2 hits, but 90% of that boss's attacks, 1 hit kill. You can see that I just about got carpal tunnel syndrome trying to attack him, but you pretty much, you build up your energy, and then you have a number of charges that you can use for attacks. But I've found most of the time in this game, your best bet is just to spam. You just go and get a bunch of energy, and the attacks will fire out as quickly as you can click the mouse. So you may want to buy yourself a spare mouse, because you may end up breaking it. I know I'm flirting with carpal tunnel syndrome playing this game, but there is no reason not to use up your energy charges, because you build them so quick. I can hold 3 at the moment, and best believe I'm going to hit this guy with everything I've got. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this is bad. Said get past it. Damn black square. Oh no. Oh. Not much I could have done there. With a health bar though. Oh, come on. That's rubbish. I think that was my timing more than anything. We hurt him pretty bad though. We're just going to skip past these guys. As my goal in this video, I am going to take that boss out. I've lost count of how many times I've tried to fight him. It's probably up over 50 now. This game does not mess around. Boss battles, there's only 3 bosses in this game, but oh boy, they are the hardest 3 bosses you're ever going to fight. And you better make your peace with your kissing your mouse goodbye, because damn, you can probably hear me just punishing the hell out of my mouse as I desperately spam enough attacks to kill this guy. Now we got hit, so now I've only got 1 heal. I'm sure this will work out well. We go for his leg, that seems to do the most damage. Ah. Damn square. The damn black squares. The bane of my existence. We will do this. We will defeat him. No matter how many times it takes. No matter how many mice I have to destroy. I mean, we were close. He's pretty badly dinged up. I reckon if I hadn't got hit that first time, although the black square attack is an insta-kill, so it doesn't matter how much healing you got. If you get hit by that bad boy, it's game over for you. Okay, so if you shoot him in the legs, that seems to do the most damage. So let's... Yeah, nice. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know how I did that, but I'll take it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, come on. Come on, we got it. Let's go. Yes! Oh. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. I probably blew everyone's eardrums doing it. Oh my god. I have fought that boss, no joke, 50 times. Easy. And I managed to get it, like, what, on my 5th try? Hell yeah, let's go! Well, one of the first impressions of this video, you got it. So now we've taken out the second beast, we're going to try for the third. I don't like my chances though. Our first problem is that the enemies are even more dangerous, even more aggressive. Our second problem is that we are up against the hardest boss in the game. And the boss fight itself isn't the hardest part, it's getting to the boss. We have the beast chasing us. Our only way to make this is to run from the beast enough to be able to get to the arena so we can fight him. But he's so damn fast and is pretty much a one-hit kill, like most bosses in the game. If you make one mistake, that's it. No room for error. Thankfully, this handy dandy shortcut is helping us out. I mean, I don't even know if I'll actually be able to get to the boss in order to fight the guy. I've only pulled it off once. And it feels more like luck than skill. See, because you've got no time. You're gonna keep trying though, because I'm stubborn. And I mean, we smoked the second boss in the game. That's no small feat. Bit of carpal tunnel in my hand. Oh. I'll tell you what, the developer, he knew only had 3 bosses in the game, so he decided to make them the hardest 3 bosses in history. I can't say I'm a fan of this section of the game. I think it feels a bit cheap to me. It feels more luck than skill. That's the thing. I liked all the other bosses in the game. This felt a bit cheap. And that because you're constantly dodging. There's no dash key in the game too, so I'm busting my wrist just spamming the dodge key. We're gonna do it. Gonna try it. I want to at least get to the boss to show you. I may not be able to. Now you know why I took the third beast out before they did the second. I don't know if I can do this. I've tried this about I've tried this racing section as many times as I attempted to beat the other beast, and I've only managed to pull it off once. And I haven't found any skills that increase my movement speed, so I can only assume this is you just have to get a pixel perfect. Oh, come on. There must be like an upgrade. I thought there was an upgrade for this, so I actually looked it up. No, you just have to pull this off. It's luck. Oh, look at that! Come on, I was there like another half second. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this any faster. That's the problem. I don't know how you go any faster than this. I'm going top speed. This guy's he's running like he's running from the police, and we cannot go any faster than this without me busting my wrist. Yeah, see? Can't do it. Can't do it, son. I wish there was a boost to boost your movement speed. Which is a shame, because like the other two bosses were actually really interesting fights, whereas I think this is a bit too gimmicky for me. You shouldn't put a race in a Souls game. I'm sorry. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but it just doesn't feel right to me. We're just getting smoked. I don't mind losing a battle, but this feels a little bit too... It's too gimmicky. Like, you have to get this pixel perfect, and it's not like... It's not about me dodging the right way, it's about me hitting the dodge button fast enough. You can probably hear my hand just shredding my hand trying to dodge fast enough. And you have to get it pixel perfect, or you can't make it in time. I did see someone speedrun this, and when I was looking at the comments, he said this part of the game was what was like took half of his attempt, just doing this section, so at least I feel better it's not just me. Damn. I did have a look through this level, and apart from a few minor upgrades, I have pretty much gathered most of the items that you can use to help you in a fight. But the problem is, all the fighting upgrades in the world aren't going to help me here, because it doesn't matter what I do, I need to be fast enough to avoid him, because he one-shots you. Try it one more time. Hitting him does nothing. I've tried it. I thought maybe if I hit him I could slow him down. Doesn't do anything. I just can't get that last corner no matter what I do. One more try. One more try. I don't like admitting defeat, especially after our smashing victory in the first half of the video. I was quite chuffed with that. That was a very good win. But yeah, unfortunately, I've tried this quite a few times. I did manage to do it, but it felt more of a fluke than anything skill-based, because you pretty much just have to try and dash in a straight line as much as you can, which is easier said than done, and then you have to kind of hit this on the right... Oh! And it was because the monster hit me. So, not only you have to deal with the creatures, you got to deal with the boss chasing, you've also got to deal with getting hit by the monsters, which will one-shot you anyway, so... One more try. I mean, by the large, the game is fun. I think it's just this one section I wasn't a fan of. One more try. I swear this is going to be the last one. Then I can admit defeat. At least until the next time. And this is literally the last part of the game. If you can beat this boss, you've pretty much got the game rolled up. Easier said than done. I mean, and two, this second half of the fight's actually where you're just fighting the guy. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it at that. I think after 20 or so tries, probably not going to happen tonight. But We did manage to defeat the first few bosses of the game and hopefully give you a bit of a taste of what the game is like. My thoughts, the game certainly is on the high level of difficulty, but there are some parts of the game that do feel a little bit unfair. And I'm saying this as someone that's played all of the Souls games. This particular part, races in a Soul game, I don't think they really have a place there. That particular section, I'm not alone. I think some other people who played the game pointed out that part of the game was quite unfair. But I mean, apart from that, the overall package, the game's actually quite good. The controls are tight, the enemies are interesting, and has a very, despite the minimalistic art style, you can't say the game doesn't look unique. There's a nice range of different weapons and abilities, and you can have a build for your character, and best of all, the game is reasonably cheap. You know, you can pick this one up on sale for $5 or $10, and you're going to get a good 10-20 hours of fun. As for me, I'm probably going to have to come back in a future video and attempt that race again. Hopefully this time we can get the better of that last boss and finish the game. But hopefully you did enjoy this look at Inside the Crystal Mountain. A big thank you to the guys over at IndieGems for the opportunity to review this. Big thank you to the developer. And hopefully you'll join me next time when we check out another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.